Shout out to LTTV.
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. All right, let's get right into this one.
Even just like how he looks so down on me for like my tape and brings it up all over town, all over the media. Like, thanks for reminding people once again. All of his shenanigans, I don't even know what the to call it.
Rhetoric.
Is going to be far more damaging to the kids one day than my tape will ever be.
That's right.
And I have to
Stop the cap.
Now, Kim Kardashian has been doing a press run trying to get attention. She's been trying to solicit attention anywhere she can. And now her most recent attempt is to throw Kanye under the bus for attention. Trying to minimize her sex tape, her claim to fame. Trying to minimize the effects of what her sex tape will do by propping up Kanye's rants and Kanye's crazy rhetoric. Let's get into this. There's a lot here for the comments to cover.
sit here and not say anything ever because I know one day my kids will appreciate that. And I know that like is the best thing for them. And by the way, I'm the one where going down and I get in the car and every day the kids want to blast dad's music and I'm like, he's the best. Yeah. And I put it on and we're singing along and inside I'm like dying because I will be his biggest cheerleader to them forever. And one day
When
they
they
see
can
for
understand.
themselves.
Yeah, so the people aren't buying it. Kanye ultimately fucked up by thinking he can wife Kim Kardashian. He tried to turn a hoe into a housewife. It didn't work out for him. Let's get into this. First comment says, I couldn't imagine growing up and being shown a tape of my mama in that fashion. Kim, the tape is going to have an effect on them kids, baby. Don't cast all the blame elsewhere. People aren't having it. People are telling Kim to,
Stop it. Get some help.
trying to put the blame elsewhere. Nobody wants to see their mother getting porked on a sex tape. Nobody wants to see that shit. That's way worse or way more detrimental to anything that Kanye has said because a lot of people forget the things that Kanye has said because of his mental illness. I know that's a way to leave him unaccountable, but he actually is a diagnosed bipolar, so it is what it is. Someone says, Kimmy, darling, him being diagnosed as having mental illness issues and him acting out still won't compare to that tape. You used your body to come up and make money. It's no judgment, but the kids are cruel. And someday your kids will see that tape and have questions. You can't compare the two. That is actual facts. What up, Moxie? Someone else says, ma'am, no, you was sucking dick to blow up. No having emotional issues, right? Come crying to us like we supposed to care. See, Kim, this is the thing about Kim. Hold on.
Crying to me and I'm not having that.
Kim was at Lakers games trying to solicit headlines, talking about denying dating certain players. No players were claiming that they were dating Kim Kardashian. She was putting herself in the proximity for rumors to start happening because she wanted some sort of fame and attention. Ever since that Pete Davidson affair that kind of dwindled away, after she lost the spotlight and clout for that, she has been looking for any reason to get in the spotlight again. But it's not working. As you can see in the clip, let me get back to this 102. She looks weathered. This is like a 240p. This is very low resolution, but she's not the same Kim Kardashian. She's not commanding the same attention off of her looks anymore. She can try her best. There's just a new crop of women out there, and
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
Someone says, Kimberly, you getting piped down will definitely be more detrimental for your children than Ye going on rants online. Stop deflecting. Kanye was famous for being a great producer and an artist, a rapper. So he is somebody famous off the merit of his talents. Yeah, he has crazy rants and he said a bunch of stupid shit that I would not co-sign. And he's been unaccountable for his dumb decision making. But nonetheless, his actions are not detrimental the same way as Kim's actions were with the sex tape. And they try to act like Kanye is a terrible parent. He moved right next to Kim to try to be in his kid's life. He's made the effort. The part where Kanye fucked up was getting Kim Kardashian to be your baby mother and your wife. That's where he fucked up. Can't really repair those type of L's. But let's get back into these comments. It's funny because this has always been her. It's always been the agenda for her. It's to make him look worse and have somebody to cover up her behavior. That's facts. If you can't see that and hear it in her tone of the voice, then I don't know. I used to really like the Kardashians too. So is this a really like the Kardashians? I thought this is a girl. I can't really tell from that picture. This is proof that Chris really thinks she has the power to just be out here saying anything. Absolutely not, Chris. Absolutely not. See, Chris was agreeing with it. Her mother, trying to promote that fuckery, trying to be unaccountable for this shit. But really and truly, I'm not that interested in the Kardashians. The Kardashians tried to use this moment as a finesse for a spotlight. So I'm going to talk about a bunch of different other things in this comp. Really and truly. We have a bunch of other fuck shit going on in this clown world. Let's get into this. All right, this isn't a big deal. This is just the type of niggas you never want with you when you're out somewhere.
Hey, see what y'all got going on here?
Yeah, so we're on the fan bus today. I don't know if you've heard of us before.
Bump heads with me. Bump heads with me.
Hell no. Get the fuck up out of my face.
Bump heads with me.
You see how quick a weird nigga would switch up the vibes? That girl was being all friendly as soon as that nigga came with the weird shit.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face, bitch.
Not a big deal. Let's get into these tranny topics. There's some crazy shit going on right now. Let's check out this.
You don't.
Oh, this ain't it? Yeah, this is Sauce Walka. We're about to get in that in a second. Sauce Walka does not date black women. So the headlines say. Sauce Walka's been getting all sorts of shit on Twitter. He's been going viral, or trending at least, because they're saying he does not date black women. If y'all don't know who Sauce Walka is, he's the nigga behind this vintage drop.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you.
Rapper. Let's get into this.
Date black women. It's just that your preference is white women. Is that accurate? Or what's up?
Again, I look at life as business. I don't date. It's not because when you. I don't
date black women.
I don't date black women because they black. It's not. You can't answer
Bro,
because of that. It's
date
yes.
black women.
I date all women. White women understand business relationships easier than black people do. That white women understand teamwork easier than certain black women do, especially if it's another woman involved. If they're not the only woman involved, then they're not gonna understand it. I'm not a person that's only gonna be with one woman. I have multiple women in my life. They have to understand that there's multiple women in my life.
All right, so he's getting backlash for that. So he didn't say that he doesn't date black women. He just pretty much said that white women are easier for him to deal with when he dates multiple women. Hey, it is what it is, man. Okay, this is getting out of hand. This is going too far. Things are getting out of hand now.
Shit getting out of hand now.
The man does surgery to change his height. That same excruciating leg surgery where they're putting poles in your knees. Another man has done the surgery. This nigga went from 5'11" to 6'2". This has been the most unnecessary surgery. We've seen niggas go from 5'5" to 5'8", from 5'8" to 5'11", but from 5'11" to 6'2", this is the most unnecessary surgery to relearn how to walk, to spend all that bread, to lose your athleticism for life, to incur later health problems in your life. You're going to end up with some sort of osteoarthritis for sure. Let's get into this. Oh, there's no sound in this one. I think this was copyright music. This is him learning how to walk again after getting his legs readjusted. These niggas are insane. Now let's get into this. There's a lot of trans trickery, some trans fuckery going on. This dude went on a date, nervous, doesn't want to get exposed for being a trans. But you're just out here tricking people, not telling people up front. Let me just move this. Let's get into this. Oh, this is also copyright music. It's like, what do you mean you're nervous? Just fucking tell the motherfucker. This is... That nigga, when he takes that thing home.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok, and flat out deceived.
All right. So this is the clown world shit that's going on right now. Target loses $9 billion in a week in market value following the boycott after this guy runs up in the store. So this guy runs up in the store and calls for an LGBTQ boycott in the kids section because... Let me just read the damn caption. Target loses $9 billion in a week following boycott calls over LGBTQ friendly kids clothing. Let's get into this. Oh, it's over calls. Yeah, calls over. Yeah, whatever.
Target, what about November?
This singular video right here went viral. And it caused a stir and caused them to lose $8 billion because they are trying to push the zest on the kids. They're coming for y'all kids. This entire comp we're about to see is way more detrimental to y'all kids than anything Kanye said.
In November, do we get
these things that they're trying to slip under people's nose that's going on?
Veterans display that says proud to be a veteran? No, we do not.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah,
I don't need to scream. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I just talk loud.
Yeah.
I hope that corporate is watching this because this is bullshit. No problem with the pride section. Take the kids out of it. That's what you have to do. Get rid of the kids shit that doesn't belong in here. You cater to 0.1%, and 99% of us buy this shit in this store, but that's coming to an end. Corporate better change their fucking ways. You're gonna go down like Budweiser.
Okay, so this is what happened. Target has lost $9 billion in market value since angry social media users called for a boycott of Minneapolis-based retailer over its rollout of Pride collection featuring LGBTQ-friendly clothing for children. Now, this is just the beginning. Watch what we're about to see here. There's a bunch of disturbing shit about... Hold on. Before we get into the disturbing comp, there's a lot of shit that's disturbing here. I'm going to have to give you all some disclaimers before we get into some of these videos. But let's get into this dumbass argument made by Brittany Griner, because Brittany Griner claims it's a crime to stop biological males from competing against women. So Brittany Griner is against the WNBA. Brittany Griner needs to...
Stop it. Get some help.
Brittany Griner once claimed that she can take DeMarcus Cousins one-on-one when DeMarcus Cousins was in his prime. Some people think that Brittany Griner is a man because she's having these types of defenses. Let's get into this and let's react to it right after.
Oh, I mean, that ranks high on the list of things that I'll...
Hold on. Forgot the volume in that clip.
Be fighting for and speaking up against. You know, everyone deserves the right to play. Everyone deserves the right to come here, sit in these seats and feel safe and not feel like there's a threat or they can't be who they are or like it's just all eyes on them. I think it's a crime, honestly, to separate someone for any reason. So I definitely will be speaking up against that legislation and those laws that are trying to be passed, for sure.
So if you are campaigning for men, biological males, to play against women, then you are campaigning for the end of the WNBA, because the G League niggas will just go all there. The G League, the failed D1 college prospects, all them niggas will be flooding the WNBA and taking over. They'll just be identifying as women and stealing y'all jobs. Like, what are we talking about here? I don't know what Brittany Griner's on. Spent all that time in that Russian prison and still came out on some fuck shit. But let's get into this.
Wild animal into a
Listen to this goddamn fool.
corner, they're going to become a dangerous animal. So if you want to die on that hill of yours of righteousness and moral majority, then you go right ahead. I dare you to try and stop me from going into a women's bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. I dare you to try and stop a transgender woman in my presence from using the bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make. This is a call to action and a call to arms to everybody within the United States that are scared, worried, have children that are transgender, lesbian, bi, or gay. This is a call to action. You need to arm up. Plain.
Shut your bitch ass up before I get to talking shit about you. Go to jail, you son of a bitch! All right, hold on, man. You go to jail!
Like, that was the wrong drop. I meant to play.
Get him out of here! He's got no place in here! Get rid of him!
That's what I meant to play, but the other one worked. It was fitting. This nigga's trying to violate all the women's washrooms by saying, yeah, he's going in there, and if you try to stop him, it's going to be something physical or something violent. What kind of fuck shit is this? This is what I'm talking about. Yo, this comp is disturbing, y'all.
And simple. Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently.
What?
You need to arm up. Plain and simple. Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently.
Just because you as a man are denied access to a woman's washroom, bathroom. This is what you're saying.
You need to arm up. Plain and simple.
Come on out, you rapist!
Go out, buy a gun. Learn how to use it efficiently. Through and through. Because the time to act a wild animal into a corner is now. You need to protect yourself, and you need to protect your fellow transgender brothers and sisters and theys and thems. You need to protect the rest of us.
You up here trying to get people sick!
In the LGBT community, as I am going to do myself. Because there are lots of people like me who are not afraid to die. I love my girlfriends to death, but I would rather die for them to secure their safety, freedom, and future than to live and not have anything done.
Hold up! What is this shit?
So this guy is trying to force folks to be uncomfortable with his presence in a female, in women's space, in a female washroom. This alleged transgender woman, nigga's just clearly a dude with some weird ass wig, thinks that he's gonna get violent, physical, and not scared to die over the right to access a woman's washroom. These niggas is tripping.
So you go ahead. You protect your kids from
I don't know if it's a wig. It could be his natural hair, but this nigga's a weirdo.
me using the bathroom. You've been warned.
Do you believe that the actions of a grown man playing dress up as a woman affects the students and staff positively or negatively? A public school is not the place for social experiments in altered realities or gender ideologies. It is not the place to celebrate a grown man with a mental illness, dressing as a woman, and teaching kids lies. Children come to school to learn facts and truths about reality, including unchanging biological truths about science and nature, not to learn that they can change biological realities and become anything they want in the name of diversity. What you're actually doing is worse than just lying to our kids. You're forcing them to be participants in your lie, in your charade. You're forcing them to deny what they see with their eyes, and you're forcing them to speak lies. I ask you again, am I a cat? And if you say no, then the mindset must be aligned with your discernment across the board. By allowing a falsity to be displayed and paraded around the school, you teach children that truth is not existent, facts are not real, and biology is a lie. You fail at your job, your only job, by confusing children and teaching them untruths and to coddle a grown man playing dress up as a woman.
Perfect.
If you were to address me as a cat right now, it's as ridiculous as when you say Miss Bixler and a grown man's voice comes thundering over the...
Thank you.
There's facts. That's facts. Everything she said was facts. Y'all make sure we get the likes up, y'all. Make sure we get the likes up. These likes are looking dusty. Yo, Taz, I'm confused. I'm very confused with you. You're saying respect for calling out the opposition. You were just in the comment section the other day calling me some manosphere groupie or some fuck shit like that. Nigga, I don't know who you are. It's very weird, nigga. You keep giving this weird ass mixed. Sometimes you're showing some love for the channel. Other times you hating. The hell is going on, man? You see this shit? These motherfuckers is campaigning to have these drag parties in these weird, whatever the fuck these are called, in front of kids. And these women are bringing their little children to crowd around and be entertained by transgenders. Why kids? Why have a drag show in front of the kids? That's what I don't get. Why? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I have something for y'all. All right. It starts. Florida LGBTQ group cancels Pride Parade when it's told it must be adults only. So when they can't have kids in their presence, they canceled the Pride Parade. I'm not the type of person that's trying to stop people from being free and doing what the fuck they want to do. But once you are specifically targeting kids on some weird shit, Target lost $8 billion. People ain't playing with their kids. They're not trying to push this influence on their kids. It can't be external. If somebody's kid ends up being LGBTQ, I'm pretty sure they're accepting their kid. They just don't want the world pushing the shit on them. Like, what is this? Sorry, y'all. I did not give y'all the disclaimer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is gay.
Why in front of the kids? A group of kids. These are all toddlers and infants and their mothers. You can't see them. You can't see the kids individually because this is such low resolution for good use because YouTube, you know what I mean? You never know. But this is wrong. What are we doing here?
The gay community in Uganda is requesting to have a meeting with you. Would you give them an ear? In
What?
regard, the homosexuals in Uganda, they are requesting to have audience with you. The gay community community in Uganda is requesting to have a meeting with you, would you give them an ear? In
The what?
regard, the homosexuals in Uganda, they are requesting to have audience with you. Yeah. So they say, no, hold on.
Your message to Western human rights groups, to President Obama,
Respect,
to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people.
respect African societies and their values. If you don't agree, you just keep quiet. This is manage our society the way we see. If we are wrong, we shall find out by ourselves. Just in the way we don't interfere with yours.
Shout out to Black leadership. This nigga was not having that. He said, do not interfere with our shit the same way we don't interfere with yours, so we don't care. This nigga stood up there. They asked him, the gay community, this nigga was just like,
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
You got Dwayne Wade and his child running the walking the runway now. All these opportunities since he took the quest to the Zest. Look at this. He's just chumming it up.
Hey, but do me 2 favors. Find me 2 niggas. Find me that nigga that can say I told on him, and find me that nigga that can say he stuck his dick in me.
What? Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause. Let me just put this in real quick. This is Daniel, by the way.
Now, this is Kevin Gates responding to sexual allegations with transgender women. Let's listen to this.
Hey, but do me 2 favors. Find me 2 niggas. Find me that nigga that can say I told on him, and find me that nigga that can say he stuck his dick in me. Everybody that come around take my style and try to steal it. All the ones that showed me out was Ben 10 and Frederick Gibbons.
I was like, I'm not, like, so he came and he was like, let's go to dinner. And I was like, okay, just like text me where. Like, kept it really cool. And he sat down, he had like 4 phones. He was saying like El Chapo was watching.
Now, this transgender feller went on air, what is it, a few months ago now. And this is just recirculating because of the clip we seen a second ago with Kevin Gates. These allegations, there's been many. This is not the first. This is not the first. So it's getting, Kevin Gates said that, hold on, what did he say? He said he did the same thing that House Phone did initially when he was getting outed. He said he didn't get fucked by one of them, but he didn't deny not having any type of sexual relations at all. I'm not going to pull that back. Y'all can rewind if you want to see that. Let's get back to this.
Me, and I was like, okay. Like, cool. He had a boat.
Was a gang or was...
No, it's Chapo.
The cartel.
And we were in his car. He was playing me his new album. He was on Instagram Live. And in my brain, I'm like, dude, he shows me on live. And I'm like, ugh, I just know one of, like, the fans from Iowa, like, where I'm from.
That is a dude.
Yeah, like, that's a fucking male. And it was just one of those situations where I almost felt like I was, like, at, like, lunch with my, or, like, in trouble with my principal. Mm-hmm. Like, I felt like he was literally looking so deep into, like, my soul in my, like, 9 different holes that, like, I didn't even know what I was getting into. I tried caviar for the first time. That was cute. It was hot. He asked, like, do you want to come home with me? He was kind of just, like, get in my car.
And they just, I mean, that's how they always are.
No, you don't ask, you go.
Yeah, you just go. You just follow the rules. And I don't know. He's all about, like, energy, like, ashwagandha, like, the whole 9. Honestly, we fucked. And I told him I was trans, like, mid, like, spread eagle, like, pussy flap scars and all. Like, I literally...
How did you, like, how did you bring that
Honestly,
up? Like,
I was just
mid-sex. What?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm squirting. He's like, no, you're not. No.
Stick together. Pause. Knows he can have it. Pause. You see what I do when I got the rock. Pause. Let me just put this in real quick. This is Daniel, by the way.
My bad, y'all. I had to adjust the volume. The volume on that clip was entirely too loud in my headphones, but let's get into it.
Oh my god, you guys kill me. But no, I was literally, I'm not kidding, like, spread eagle. I think he was, like, eating me out or something, and then in my brain, he, like, stopped, and I'm like, oh, he knows my clit looks different, like, fuck. Like, I was like, fuck, what's happening? He was like, yeah, no, he's not out of breath that quick. Let me get this man an oxygen tank. But he was like, can I ask you something? And I go,
nah, see, this is filthy work out here. All of this is filth. All of these transgenders are trying to get it off and trick folks. Oh, he was down there. I thought he noticed. It wasn't a real clit. Like, what the fuck? eating it out. Like, this is disgusting. What the fuck was he eating down there?
Yeah? And he was like, are you trans? And I go, I was just like, I was so drunk. Like, come on. There, like,
What makes Mookie see that? Come on out, you rapist!
Now, to me, this is sexual assault. This is sexual assault. You did not have his consent. He thought he was fucking a girl. I'm pretty sure he knew. Knowing Kevin Gates, it seemed like he knew because he didn't care after, which you'll hear her say. A lot of these motherfuckers be getting it off. They don't tell nobody. It's like, isn't that sexual assault? Isn't that, like, you're tricking them? Man, this is fucked up, man.
And I was laying there and I go, I was just like, I was so drunk. Like, come on. There, like,
What makes Mookie see that?
And I was laying there and I go, you caught me. And he literally was like, baby, I don't give a fuck. God raised all of us equal, all this stuff. And I was like, that makes you so much more attractive and that makes you so much more, like, honestly, manly and hot. That
No, this nigga gay as hell.
you, like, that you know that I had to work harder and pay more than all these other fucking crusty nuts.
You had to work harder to finesse and sell the fact that you were a girl harder than a girl would have to work because she's an actual girl. And then she called women crusty dusties. Did I interpret that right?
You said that you're a trans woman.
A trans female, yes, ma'am, sir.
Do you have a penis?
That's horrible.
You're the one that brought that into the discussion. You're the one that
never
brought that
said
into
anything about genitalia.
Oh, it has everything to do with genitalia.
I don't know what my rights are right now. I'm a healthcare professional, a doctor. Please treat me as such. Next
What?
question, please. Senator.
That dude is a medical professional? Yo, country going to shit, bruh.
McKee, that you asked my friend if she had a penis, and I would just like to tell you that even if you have a penis, it doesn't mean that you have honor or that you're a man.
All due respect, shut the hell up. I want to hear that.
Hilarious when someone messages me and says, you have to accept Jesus' love or you will burn in hell, because I love Jesus. I love any man who can get nailed for 3 days straight and come back for more.
You will never be a real woman. You have no womb, you have no ovaries, you have no eggs. You're a homosexual man twisted by drugs and surgery into a crude mockery of nature's perfection.
Yo, these deep fakes are wild. These deep fakes are wild. Yo, YouTube, this is AI Biden. This is comedy. This is not hate towards any marginalized groups. This is AI Biden. This is comedy.
A real woman. You have no womb, you have no... You will never be a real woman. You have no womb, you have no ovaries, you have no eggs. You're a homosexual man twisted by drugs and surgery into a crude mockery of nature's perfection. All the validation you get is two-faced and half-hearted. Behind your back, people mock you. Your parents are disgusted and ashamed of you. Your friends laugh at your ghoulish appearance behind closed doors. Men are utterly repulsed by you. Thousands of years of evolution have allowed men to sniff out frauds with incredible efficiency. Even trannies who pass look...
Sniff out frauds? Yo, hold on. Sniff out frauds with incredible... Yo, Biden will never be able to get off these bars consecutively without fucking up, stumbling over his words, doing something, forgetting what he was saying mid-sentence. This is hilarious, though.
Closed doors. Men are utterly repulsed by you. Thousands of years of evolution have allowed men to sniff out frauds with incredible efficiency. Even trannies who pass look uncanny and unnatural to a man. Your bone structure is a dead giveaway. And even if you manage to get a drunk guy home with you, he'll turn tail and bolt the second he gets a whiff of your diseased, infected axe wound. You will never be happy. You wrench out a fake smile every single morning and tell yourself it's going to be okay. But deep inside you feel the depression creeping up like a weed, ready to crush you under the unbearable weight. Eventually it'll be too much to bear. You'll buy a rope, tie a noose, put it around your neck, and plunge into the cold abyss.
Wait. Whoa, yo, this deep fake went off, yo. Yo, I'm dead. Hold on, yo. No way. Yo, never has something been so funny on a rewatch. Holy fuck. Holy fuck.
You under the unbearable weight. Eventually it'll be too much to bear. You'll buy a rope, tie a noose, put it around your neck, and plunge into the cold abyss. Your parents will find you, heartbroken but relieved that they no longer have to live with the unbearable shame and disappointment.
Holy shit.
They'll bury you with a headstone marked with your birth name, and every passerby.
Holy shit.
Your body will decay and go back to the dust. And all that will remain of your legacy is a skeleton that is unmistakably male. This is your fate. This is what you chose. There's no turning back.
Yo, that is making you feel. Yo, that was insane. That was insane. You got to take it as comedy, because if somebody said that with their chest out on a platform, that is canceled. That you're getting canceled, bro. Yo, there's a reason why this clip came right before it. You can't say that this is comedy.
And says you have to accept Jesus' love or you will burn in hell, because I love Jesus. I love any man who can get nailed for 3 days straight and come back for more.
See, that's comedy. It's disrespectful to a religion and a lot of people's religious beliefs, but it's comedy. So if the religion and everyone's religious beliefs, which people hold high and wage wars over, can be disrespected, then in a comedic skit, then this could happen as well. Notice that Kim Kardashian was the headline of the show, but we spent barely any time talking about Kim Kardashian. Why?
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Kim Kardashian's been out here finessing headlines. Ever since I seen that Lakers shit, I'm like, oh, this bitch is bored. She needs attention. So she's going to be at these Lakers games before they got eliminated, trying to solicit all the attention, trying to get these rumors. Oh, I'm not dating a player. We never asked. We never thought you were. You're old now. You got to hang it up. You're not competing with the young ones. It is what it is, man. We're going to wrap this one up. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're probably not going to take callers if nobody hit that link. We don't really care about taking callers today, and not in this show. This is not a very long show, not a very long reaction. We got a lot more on the way. Let's get it. Yeah.